me! No! 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 Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
I just don't understand why we can't have a female president. Like, why not? Like, how much more qualified and intelligent and, like, perfect for the position do we have to be? Like, why?
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! God damn it!
The President of the United States.
The U.S. President is Donald Trump.
For the astrology girlies, I just want to know, I have been studying Kamala's charts, and it looks like she is not only going to win, but she is going to be winning a second term. The next 8 years in her chart look really, really strong. Trump's, not so much.
Okay, so I was wrong. A lot of astrologers were wrong. A lot of us were wrong. But if you think that right now is the time to tell me that you don't believe in astrology, who gives a f about astrology right now, dude? Who literally f cares about that? That is like the least of our f worries. This is my career. I have built a life off of reading the stars for people and getting it right. But if you're gonna come into my comments and complain that, well, I'm no longer gonna believe in astrology after this, who gives a f for real? Let's be for real right now. That is the last of our worries. My mom can't lose her Social Security. We can't lose our Medicaid, our Medicare. There are real things happening in the world right now, and I know that, like, you guys think this is some big gotcha, but I don't give a if you think astrology is not real right now, because there's real life happening in this country.
Okay. I don't think there's a universe where Donald J. Trump wins all 3 of the blue wall states.
He won them in 2016.
We're not in 2016.
No,
we have seen his reaction to COVID. We've seen January 6th insurrection. We've seen 2 impeachments. We've seen 34 felony convictions. This is not 2016.
If it was that close, you guys should be putting this thing away if that was the case.
Hey girlies, so just so you know, IUDs will last throughout the entirety of his presidency. So if you want to have somewhat of a choice over your body, you should probably go get one.
Look, I wasn't going to sleep, but do y'all see this? Do you see it? Let me move in close. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? What is going on, Trump 2024? I wasn't going to sleep until I see it, and look what I see. Look what I see. It is over. He flipped the world red. It is over. He flipped the world red. Trump 24.
Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not. That is what it appears happened in that state, is that if you can't flip enough white women, and we've talked about this on this set numerous times, is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or a 12-week abortion. I think theirs might be 12 weeks.
Yep.
But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy. And, God bless Shannon Watts, who has tried to have that conversation. But if people aren't receptive to it, and if people vote more party line or more on race than on gender and on protecting their gender, there's really not much more that you can do but tell people what the risks are and leave it to them to do the right thing.
The crazy thing to me is that if this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like, we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. Like, you have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them because of the repercussions of his last presidency. How did we get here? How did we get here? To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How could you do this? How can you claim to be a Christian or anyone of moral values and support someone when every word out of his mouth is hate, when he wants to pardon people who took over the Capitol? You do not do this to people that you love and care about. If you have a woman in your life, if you have an LGBTQ person in your life, if you have anyone in your life who's not white, how did we get here? Someone tell me, please. Someone really tell me, please. Because the only way I see it is that, like, either he cheated and that was his secret, or this country is built on so much hate and we might never get out of this. If you voted for him, you are dead to me. Go ahead and block me. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't.
Donald Trump, I've known a long time, he will self-destruct. The problem that I see is not Trump. The problem is that those that can be appealed to in this way and how we've got to bring this country together. And we cannot do it by being like January 6th ourselves. There would not be a January 6th on our side. We will deal with this in a dignified way and try to put the pieces together. So we've lost, but we lost a battle. The war is not over.
Well, Rev, let's talk about, you talked about gender and race. Let's talk about race. Donald Trump fared very well with Hispanic voters, especially Hispanic men. The numbers are coming in still a little early, but I think he did better with black men than was expected in the past. What do you think pushed that, especially with the Hispanic voters going for Donald Trump as much as they did? Because that made a big difference.
I think that a lot of it was he was able to sell a lot of Hispanic voters that immigration was a threat to them, that some of the people coming across the border was a threat to them. I think that we've got to be honest, among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny. And I think that we've got to deal with the reality that he appealed to this whole false macho thing that some black men and some macho, Latino men went for.
Probably. Guys, they just called it. They just called it for Pennsylvania, Charlie. It has been called. Just called. Just reporting it. Let's go, baby.
Charlie, what is the number?
White House.
What is the number? Is that it?
Happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, just the establishment.
Just like everyone started dancing. Just in case we won Pennsylvania. I said I wouldn't even talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tasty Cake.
He just won Pennsylvania. Who said
showing 90%?
He won Pennsylvania. He won. I told you. I told you.
This is going crazy, y'all. He going crazy, crashing out.
I told you.
Who reporting it, bro? Hold on. Calm down. Who reporting it? I don't see it nowhere.
He won. It's over.
I don't see it.
Bro, go to decision desk. He won.
Yeah, it's just decision desk.
Bro, it's official. It's done. He won.
They've been watching these all night as John King has been going back and forth on the magic wall, but they themselves obviously were waiting to see, were there any surprises in store? They were watching closely the gut check of North Carolina and Georgia, obviously.
And if they just say Trump bad, Democrats virtuous, they're going to keep losing because this, again, is so widespread. This is not about just Donald Trump. This is about the Democratic Party and being radically disconnected from the rest of the country. Look at the map.
And lastly, because I can't believe I didn't hit this community yet, because I'm a part of it, to the women community, to the girlies who actually voted for Trump, to the girlies who are, pro-Trump, go fuck yourself, bitch. Literally, go fuck yourself, bitch. I hope you find yourself in a situation where you can't get out of it anymore because you voted for a man that wouldn't even shake hands with a woman. And that's all I have to say to you.
So the news came out that Donald Trump won the presidency again.
It's crazy place.
All you motherfucking coons that voted for him, y'all niggas make me sick. Y'all doing it for the stimulus. Y'all ain't do nothing good with this first stimulus, so that's really the only reason y'all signed up for it. That's the only thing. It's nothing else. It is what it is. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to get back to hustling. I'm going to get back to making moves, busting jugs, whatever. I'm getting right to it like nothing happened.
I'm terrified.
Really?
I was in the Army. I know what kind of power a president holds. I know how it affects our troops. I know how it affects the families of the troops. We can't talk about politics, in that uniform.
Right.
And that takes away, that's one of the rights that we gave up when we signed the dotted line. It scares me just a little bit just because of the things that I know and the things that I've experienced. I just say that we're just going to have to pray.
You think that's the main thing that takes a hit when somebody like that is in office? Or is it more so like the divide amongst the people feeling like those old slave owners and those old people that was doing those things, are they back confident again type shit? I ain't never went in no white neighborhood and they was like, yeah, we're back. Like, I never got that vibe. Like, them niggas still kind of hiding they racist shit.
A lot of people talk about that Project 2025. I don't like the plan. And then they talked about, for the police officers, the immunity.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah. Now that's wild.
Officers?
Now that's wild work. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that's gonna pass either though. That's his plan.
He just didn't win. He won for fun. He won the electoral. He won the popular vote. He got more votes than last time he was president. Just a total ringing endorsement for the Republicans and Donald Trump, and an indictment against the Democrats. And that's really this rant. A lot of people are asking, like, how did Trump get more votes than he got last time? Well, here's the answer. Because people like myself, independents or moderates, the Democrats gave us no choice. The Democrats gave us no choice. That was the worst campaign, and their pure arrogance and their moral superiority have driven people away. If you say you're voting for Trump, suddenly you're a Nazi, you're Hitler, you're garbage. Enough. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's racists in the party, just like there's crazy people and assholes and racists in the Democratic Party, all right? But millions and millions and millions and millions of people vote for Trump. He won clear, he won decisive. So when you call us that, and when you say that, you're calling the majority of the country racists, Hitlers, Nazis. I don't think you get the words of what that means. You are alienating all this middle ground people by acting like you're better than us, smarter than us, and frankly, insulting our intelligence. Trump's the threat to democracy. That was the entire Democratic campaign. It wasn't about policy, because everyone knew we want change. We're not happy with the borders, the Middle East, the economy, inflation. And Kamala consistently said she was no different than Joe Biden, wouldn't do anything different than Joe Biden, last person in the room. Her pitch to the people was, Trump is Hitler, Trump is bad, he's a dictator. Again, we're not stupid. The Democrats were the one who were saying Joe Biden was mentally fit for 2 years when he was a vegetable and couldn't even make it off stage from giving a speech, and the Democrats would lie to our face and say the videos were edited, altered. They weren't. Then, after the primary is over, they stage a coup, get rid of Joe, put in Kamala, and suddenly she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Same woman who ran for president got 0 votes. Same woman who can't even answer a question how she's different from Biden. Ran one of the worst campaigns I've ever seen. Just strictly, her entire campaign was fear-mongering. What will Trump as a dictator? It'll be the end of democracy. It's garbage. It's garbage. The people pulling the strings in the Democratic Party, get rid of them. They've lost the plot. Tonight is on the Democrats. Congratulations, Donald Trump. I voted for him. And I felt I had no choice but to vote for him for the campaign that the Democrats ran. And it's not just white men.